while I'm staying at the RV park for Thousand Trails here in Las Vegas, I noticed that 2 of my subscribers, who are now friends, were also staying in the same park that I'm in. And they invited me to come to dinner with them. So we went to Sam's Town. And we got to check out the display there. Hello, RV Rebel watchers and YouTubers. We are here at Sam's Town, and this is the waterfall display. I do have to mute the music, but let me see if I can find some music to fit the occasion.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Yes, this is not supposed to be happening. You see this? Water is coming out of my city water connection instead of going into my city water connection. Now that shouldn't be like that. So what's happening is this is emptying out my fresh water tank. Why is the fresh water tank connected to the city water connection? I'm confused. This is a black tank flush. As long as I have the pump on, I'm getting water coming out of my city water connection. So what's happening is not only is the water coming out of there when I turn on my pump, but it is emptying out my fresh water tank that I just filled up. So now instead of having a full tank I don't have a full tank anymore. But if I turn this off, it stops. What is this from? Why is this happening? That shouldn't be. So that means that if I boondock and want to use my water from my fresh tank, I can't, because unless I want to come outside and use it and jug it back inside, why would it come out of the city water connection? I don't know. You tell me. Okay, here we are at daylight, and I don't know if it had anything to do with pressurizing my system or just the check valve that is seated inside your city water connection. Okay, I'm not sure if this is a check valve, but look, this thing goes in and out, this little white thing, and it seats, and water will come out of there if you've pushed in the inward position too far in. Okay, so the key is what I'm sure is that when you put that screen back in, make sure you don't put it in this way and push on the valve. It has to go in this way. So I'm going to push that back in, if I can get it in, without affecting that check valve in there in the wrong direction. See? Because if it's the other way, it's going to push on that valve, which is going to make the water come out of your tank instead of going in. So I am putting fresh water in my tank right now. And when I turn on the pump, I just want to make sure that it's not going to be coming out the wrong end. Make sure that there's water in your tank so you're not working on so I do have some water in there, quarter tank, the angle. See, I have fresh water, not much. Get in, Danny. So I am going to turn, the TV's on, but I am going to turn on the faucet. Before I did any of this, I got dirty dishes in my sink because I couldn't do dishes. So I'm going to turn on my water. Well, let's turn on the pump. Pump is on. I can hear it. Oh, look at the water's coming out really good, like it's supposed to. It might spit a little bit. And quickly, before I waste my water, I am going to run out to the other side and make sure that water is not pumping out like it was before, and see if I solved it on my own. Look at that. It's not pumping out. Ta-da! So basically it's that O-ring, that little valve in there. I had to do a lot of internet searching last night, but I did, and I found the answer. Oh, I thought was going to be the answer. Ta-da! Okay, so before I did all this, I pulled the plug on my low under valve and emptied out my entire tank of fresh water. Okay, because I wanted to release all the pressure, any pressure that was still left inside the camper. Okay, and then I opened up the faucets in the house, so there was no water coming out of anything. I opened them, closed them, opened them, and closed them. And when you do that a couple times, sometimes you can hear the psst noise of maybe any pressure that's in your lines. Okay, so then I made sure that I left both of my things open
here so that there was any pressure from those lines would come out. I also checked inside my hot water tank to make sure I wasn't having any water leakage in there, because there is a pressure valve in there, but I shouldn't have had to touch that at all because that has already been repaired at the RV dealership. So rather than blow out the lines like you would normally do when you're winterizing, because I'm not winterizing, I'm still here, I just did everything I could to let any pressure out of the inside. Now, when they did the seal tech, you know, these tanks are inside the camper are not. Oops, I got the water still running. Okay, I'm gonna shut it off, the water pump. I'm gonna turn off the water.
That's actually really sweet.
And put water in my toilet. So we'll see. So anyway, I did reconnect the tank, filling up with water. And the reason I like to keep some water in my freshwater tank is in the event that the water pipes break, which has done that twice since I've been here, I at least have water to flush my toilet. And if I have to wash a couple of dishes. Okay? So it looks like RV Rebel Gadget Girl has solved another RV problem without having to involve any money to pay for the repair to be done. Do I think that this was a result of the Seal Tech machine? You know, it could be, I don't know, but it could also just be a result of that little thing inside getting reversed, and it just had to be reseated. So always check the simple things first to see if they solve the problem before you have to end up going and bringing it in and paying, buku bucks. Money, 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 money. Yeah, money. So that being said, we are still solving the leakage problem in my camper. So I'm still getting water in now it's coming in on the side where the wall was repaired, or the damage on the wall was repaired when it had the staples. Coming in the floor, and I'll be having to take that back tomorrow. Again, back to the dealership. Yep. So one other thing I want to tell you is when I leave my house to go somewhere, I do not leave the water on. I turn the water off all the time. And if I'm hooked up to shore power, to a water spigot. And even though you could put airplane, I'm right by the Las Vegas airport. Speaking of that, my grandson's coming in today at 6 o'clock. I'm so excited. Okay, hold on. See if that plane goes over. Okay, so I don't leave my water turned on. When I leave the house to go somewhere, I shut the water off. I'm not going to be here. No reason to have it on. And just sitting there, and having that pressure build up. Because you never know what could happen if that pressure goes on and off with water main breaks, etc. So turn off your water when you leave. It's not a big deal. Yeah. Pressure gauges are not always reliable. Pressure gauges are not always reliable when it comes to water and you're home on wheels. So just go ahead, turn that valve off before you leave. And then when you get back, you'll know you're going to remember, because you can't flush the toilet without it. Unless you turn on the water pump. Okay, folks, remember when I told you I got stopped by the Popo when I was in Illinois? Okay, here it is. These things right here, like where it says association and the way it curves down, I'll show you. Where this thing comes down here, all right? Same thing with this Las Vegas one from my dealer, okay? This little bitty curve here like this, and this here covers my date and information on my license plates, Okay, so right there, I had to take it off because it covers where it says Illinois. Okay, it covers it and sometimes it covers down here or it covers your sticker. Okay, so this is the thing. That is a ticketable offense. Yeah, it is. And it's probable cause for a traffic stop. So if you don't want to get stopped, if you're in a hurry, you got to get someplace, but you're obeying all the laws because you're not speeding or anything, and you're from out of town in a different state, you're a target. Yeah, you are. It's unfortunate to say because I am a retired police officer and I didn't target people just because they were out of state or because I thought they're, they had, they might not have a driver's license because of their race or anything like that. But you got to have a violation in order to stop somebody. You can't just do a traffic stop unless you're observing a violation. That, my friends, is a violation. Obstruction of your license plates is a violation. Your tag light, not having your tag light working, is a violation. You got to have that light working so that the officer can read your license plate. So make sure that you don't have your license plate obstructed because they will stop you. This is a new thing that they seem to be targeting people for in Illinois and in Florida. Take my word for it. There's a lot out there that recently, it's not a new law. They might say they passed a new law. It's not a new law. It is not a new law. That law has been around for years and years and years. You cannot have an obstruction on your license plate. They have to be able to read it. So make sure, now the front license plate, it's probably, they could do the same thing if they're looking in the rearview mirror, but most likely it's mostly going to be your rear license plate that they're going to be paying attention to. Okay, so I took care of that. I took the one off of my van, and I also took the frame off of my RV. Yep, so I have no obstructions. I have my new stickers on there, everything. We're ready to go and travel because I'm going to be headed back to Illinois and then off to Florida, which are the two particular states that I know are actually targeting. I hate to even say it. They're targeting people. They are. There's so many other things that we could stop people for on the road. Fortunately, in the county that I came from, we didn't have to write a ticket for that. If we saw a violation, we could stop them and give them a warning and say, listen, our sheriff had these warning tickets that we printed out that said that we want you to be safe, so we're stopping to let you know that, your tail light's out or your tag light's out or something like that. Please get it fixed without causing you any extra money or without taking any time away from you. And Florida also has what we call the fix-it ticket. So like if your tag light was out or if your tail light was out, if you went and got it fixed and then went and found a deputy or went to one of the substations and you had the officer sign off and you show them that you fixed it, then you could just mail it in with like $3 for their time. So, I don't know if they're still doing that, but we called those fix-it tickets, So anyway, that's the scoop on that. Just checking everything, making sure, that everything is copacetic before I hit the road next week. And my son just got into town yesterday, and my grandson will be here today. I'm excited, can't wait to meet up with them. I'm gonna go have a family dinner at the Las Vegas homestead where my family lives in Las Vegas. So I have family in Las Vegas, Florida, and Chicago. So I make that triangle trip and make a lot of stops in between. We're all having, my son just got in town, and we're all having dinner. Everybody's over there. I don't remember. I didn't remember that either. But I'm so happy to have my son Matt here and my grandson Rocco to share with Thanksgiving with us. They just got into town today. Well, I'm cleaning out my storage shed now that I got my RV back, hopefully for good. I don't have to go back in there again. And I almost got it cleaned out. Just got a few things to get. Yeah. Just got a few things to get. Yeah, I'm really grubbed out. I am at McDonald's in the drive-thru in Las Vegas on Boulder Highway. And I just thought I would let you know because I was doing that. Like, look at me, I'm a wreck. I just cleaned out my storage shed, which you probably already know because I said it in my video. So I just want to tell you, I really had a taste for McDonald's. I have not had McDonald's at all. Even though, remember, I was pricing it and they wanted so much money, I just thought, for the heck of it, shits and giggles, I'm going to go to McDonald's and we'll see how much it's going to be. $9.08. I told you. It's
How you doing? You had 2 hamburgers and a large fry?
That's right, 2 hamburgers.
$9.08.
$9.08. That's cheap. I'll be back. So I got it, $9.08. I didn't get the shake, but still, even if I got the shake, it probably would have only been, you know, like $4 more at the most. And it would have been like 12 or 13 bucks, not 24 like it was in Quartzsite. I'm just saying. I know, I look like a wreck, huh? So my storage shed's all cleaned out and I'm on my way back to my campsite, and I gotta organize stuff, put this stuff back where it goes, like underneath the house and stuff like that. So I'm my son is here and my grandson is here, and yes ma'am, thank you, have a great day. Thank you. And I gotta eat this before I get home because Danny will want it, and I'm not sharing today. My fries, my hamburger. I know, I just need a Mickey D fix. Even I've been so good not eating it. I deserve that. If you follow my channel, thanks for watching. There's a lot of different videos you can, look back on. I hope you will. Please click on it and subscribe to my channel, or just subscribe to my channel and click the bell for notifications. Okay? Thanks for watching and have a wonderful, blessed day.